Hello. Oh, I'm so tired. Different angle today, and I quite like this. It's quite nice. I just wanted to share a little something with you. So today I met with my very talented, desperately handsome website designer. And we were talking about, the quote and everything that's included, like the rebrand and social media stuff. And, I'm in the meeting and like, I feel this like sacral, like, yes, let's do this, let's go. And then I get home and I've just been like, feeling like I want to hide. And so I've come on to share this with you because I feel like this is a big part of why a lot of people resist creating content, why a lot of people resist their like quote unquote next level. It's almost this feeling of, because I have a 2-line in human design, which is the hermit, I often need to retreat. So after an expansion, for example, I often need to create space for a contraction. So I'll either need to like book a massage or make sure that I've got enough space in my diary, like enough days where I don't have anything scheduled, that I can literally just sit in the living room and watch Netflix or zone out and stare at a wall, do a little bit of dribble, whatever I need to do. So the last couple of weeks have been pretty intense in terms of my schedule has been quite busy. And I was reminded of something that my Muay Thai trainer said to me at the beginning of the year that really helped me up level my training, my capacity to train. And he said to me, towards the end of a round, I was like getting tired, and he could see my frustration with the fact that I was getting tired. And he was like, you're meant to be tired. You're meant to be tired right now. You've been working really hard. You're at the end of the round. You're meant to be tired. And I was like, yeah, of course I am. And somehow in that moment of acceptance around the fact that like, it's okay to feel tired. It's okay to feel in that stretch zone. And it's okay to feel afraid or like you're riding an edge of yours, like you're not pushing yourself, but like you're expanding into something new. And as important as it is to allow space for the contraction as well, which is a big part of what I teach in my work with my one-to-one clients, particularly because we have a lot of time together, so I'm able to kind of spot the times where they've just gone through a big expansion and they're like wanting to hide, they're wanting to buckle at their knees and not go any further. And that's when I remind them, you've had a big expansion. You can either contract and hide and shrink away and not ride the wave of that expansion. You can do what you used to do, which is probably a very masculine way of doing things, and like, right, go, right, okay, make the most of it, make the most of this wave, like, gotta go, gotta keep pushing. Or you can find a new way. You can find somewhere in between, somewhere that works for you. So this morning, when I went and had this meeting with my web designer, and I felt so like excited by the process and what it entails, and it's not fucking cheap because, he's gonna do a really fucking good job, and I'm not really interested in cheap shit, like I want what I want, and I will pay the price that what I want is going to cost. So I'm not someone who like does price shopping. It's like, I know who I want to do it. I know that he's the person for the job. I know how he sees me and that he's going to translate that into something really fucking beautiful branding wise. Like, so I have implicit trust in this person, but it's still like a fair amount of money to spend on a website. So when I got home, I could start to feel this contraction happening in my body, like, oh fuck, do I even need a website? And like, I don't really need one. I do so much on social media, And I was like, take a breath, Georgina, and really get out of your mind. And I tell you this because there will be times in your life, maybe even right now, you might be thinking about like joining the Content Catalyst Masterclass or doing something, making an investment in yourself somewhere. Maybe you're even considering working with me one-to-one and you're like, holy fuck, that's like a 5-figure investment. Shit the bed. Like, can I do that? Or maybe it's just something else. Maybe it's not even financial. Maybe it's literally just a decision that you know is something that you feel you desire to commit to in order for your expansion, your growth. It's not always going to be an easy decision. And I think this is the thing that we get confused with. Like, we think that if we make an intuitive decision to do something or say yes to something, that suddenly it's just going to be like, oh yes, that was the right decision. Sometimes a yes is still really fucking uncomfortable, even when we feel like yes, like that. Oh, yes, I really want this thing. Amazing, this is going to be amazing. Because our system on some level understands, like, and particularly when I look at like content creation or business growth, and like, you know that if you start to create content more consistently and more powerfully and in your truth, that's going to mean that you're going to become more magnetic, you're going to get more eyes on you, which means that more people are going to be seeing and hearing what you are saying. And that's the real trigger around why people don't want to create content. It's got nothing to do with like, oh, I don't think I'm good enough, blah, blah, like all of that stuff underneath it all is just like, holy fuck, what if people really see me? And then the feeling of that on the nervous system is quite uncomfortable. So that's what happened to me when I got home, was like, why am I starting to feel like this? It's like contraction away from something that I know I want. And so I just sat with it and I was like, yeah, this is me really saying yes to something bigger, and acknowledging that by saying yes to creating this new structure and getting these new kind of back-end systems lined up in my business, it's going to enable me to embrace this new brand that he's developing for me. And what does that really mean for me? What does it really mean for me to have those eyes on me? And the thing that came up for me, again, I share this with you in case this is something that really deeply resonates with you in any area of your life that you're currently expanding. But what was underneath it all for me was this feeling of, I want to hide. What if I don't want to create something? What if I just want to be invisible for a while? And this is a big thing for the 2-line in human design, particularly. And projectors may also experience, and manifestors in fact may experience this, because it's like we have this expansion and then we also want to hide. We want to be in our own energy, away from all of the things. And the idea of expanding and suddenly having more eyes on you, more people wanting to be in your energy, in your field, in your community, can feel, if we don't deal with like the unconscious beliefs around, okay, more people wanting from me means I have to give more, or it's more responsibility and that kind of thing. And responsibility has been a huge thing for me ever since I started this work. Ever since I've been a human, I think, with a sense of responsibility that, like, somehow, because I have so much to give and I have this kind of access to so much higher, like, so much wisdom that comes through me, and I know that I have, like, for want of a better word, like an infectious energy. I know that when people have spent time with me and they felt how it feels to be around me and have me be so like, you can fucking do this, they want more. And that's a good thing. But I'm under no obligation to continue creating output just to feed that beast, just to feed that machine. Because the fact is, you get to honor your own internal rhythm and your need to hibernate and your need to like retreat and rest and hide, or whatever it is that you feel you need to be at your best. You get to do all of that stuff, and you get to grow a business, and you get to have systems in place. This is why it's almost, I'm feeling now that, you know, the more my business expands and the more people, the more reach I have, the benefit of having things that are going on in the background, like my membership site, like a sexy shiny ass website that exists with like things that people can go and experience, and play with and like get a taste of my energy, that's going to be important moving forward if I wish to expand. Because up until now, I mean, over the last kind of 8 months, my VA and I have been, you know, doing all of the things when it comes to building out my membership site, etc. So there's that kind of like evergreen programs that people can sign up for, and where, you know, that's building. Every time I create a new offering, that is building. But, you know, I've never run like a multiple 6-figure business before. I've run a 6-figure business before. So I don't know what it takes to create a multiple 6 or 7-figure business yet. I don't know. But deep within, I know. So it's about trusting that, for me, my sacral, it's about trusting that nudge to lean into my expansion and honor when I need to retreat, when I need to be away from the limelight, from the spotlight. Yeah? So I think when we look at things like content creation, someone asked today, like, oh, is this a program for me if I'm, you know, if I don't have anything to sell yet, but I am creating something, but it's not finished yet. And in my mind, it's like, well, I'm in the blessed position now of having 6-7 years of recorded, written content on my social media platforms, because something inside of me always knew that that was going to be valuable. I didn't know 6 years ago that I would be teaching what I teach now or doing what I do now. I didn't know. I don't know what I'll be doing in a year's time or 2 years' time, because I follow the energy. I allow myself to pivot. So I don't need to intellectually or cognitively understand the decisions that I make. I just need to trust that my intuition, my body, wouldn't guide me to something that wasn't really meant for me. Oh my God, my hair's so fluffy today. I keep playing with it because it's like, I get it into a shape and then it changes. You know, curly girl problems. But like, I guess I just wanted to come on because even in this desire to retreat and contract and hide, it was like, well, yes, I could do that. I could just hide now. I could just hide from the world and be like, okay, I'm just over here hiding. Or I can allow myself to expand into this new level and trust that my nervous system knows what to do. That as long as I give myself, as long as I honor my energetic imprint, I honor feeling good first and share from overflow, not from like, oh my God, I've got an offering and it's running in a week and I've got to keep selling it. It's like, ugh, bleh. That energy is gross. I desire to receive clients that understand that sometimes I have a massive output of energy and other times I retreat. So it's so funny and interesting to me that people consider me to be so incredibly consistent. In fact, the personal trainer that I was working with like over last year and the year before, I'd say to her, I like, you know, consistency is kind of like, well, it doesn't really exist for me. And she was like, are you kidding? Like, you're one of the most consistent people I know. You are so consistent. And I was like, really? I don't feel it. I feel like my energy has waves. I feel like my energy, like I have big energy spurts, but I have lots of creative output. And then I go within and I draw myself in and I hermit away and I nurture myself and I get to know myself on a deeper level. And then I have like another big like creative surge. And so it's very interesting to me that people perceive me to be so consistent. And this is one of the things that I'm going to be talking about in the Content Catalyst Masterclass, because we have these perceptions around what consistency is or what consistency means. And then that's like something that we've absorbed from external sources, and we've internalized our perception of what consistency means. And then we try and replicate that. And we completely disregard what our own energy flow is, what our own system wants, how our own system regulates. You know, we don't allow for the human and for us, for our unique thread of consciousness. We don't allow for the uniqueness, for our me-ness to come through, to be honoured in that process, because we're trying to shoehorn ourselves into someone else, not even someone else's idea of consistency, but like what we perceive someone else to embody as consistency. So it's so far removed from what consistency looks and feels like for us as an individual. And this is what my work is all about. You know, it's all about bringing you back to your way of doing things, of your way, whatever feels good for you. So we will be talking about consistency and what that really means inside the Content Catalyst Masterclass. So I've put the links in the title of this live stream, and if you are interested to come and join us, please do. I announced yesterday to my mailing list and today to my social media peeps that there is an opportunity to win a one-to-one session with me that is worth over £1,000. So it'll be a one-to-one with you and me on Zoom. We'll do all of the energy clearing, all of the coaching, all of the ass kicking, whatever it is that you need. But yeah, so that is a pretty fucking massive opportunity, because I haven't like given away a session, and this isn't a Black Friday fucking thing. To be honest, I totally forgot it was Black Friday until yesterday. I saw everyone talking about it and I was like, is it? Fucking hell, that year's gone quick. But this is just something that came to me in the week and I was like, oh, that's really exciting, let's do it. So yeah, so there's that opportunity for anyone who joins up to the Content Catalyst Masterclass will be in with a chance to enter a draw to win a one-to-one with me. It's exciting. So if you need to be in there, go ahead and click the link and join us. And I, my friends, am going to hermit my ass and watch the rest of RuPaul's Drag Race UK. Have an amazing day. Bye.